All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be looking at resilience.
Ooh.
We found this really cool text. It's called Discuss the Shield of Resilience, Deflecting Negativity.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of this?
I have not.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm excited to dive into this with you.
Yeah, me too.
So it's all about how to kind of stay strong in the face of, just the everyday negativity that we all encounter.
Right.
And it uses this really interesting metaphor.
Okay.
And so let me know what you think. So it talks about, like, imagine yourself standing in this, like, bright sunlit field, right?
Okay.
And you just feel this total sense of security and confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And you're, like, enveloped in this, like, shimmering shield of energy.
Oh, wow. I like that.
Yeah. So it's like this invisible force field that's protecting you
Yeah.
from, like, all the bad vibes and stuff.
So not like a literal suit of armor or anything.
Right. Or like an inner strength.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this representation of your own inner resilience.
And then the text brings in this character. It calls him a bully.
Okay.
Interesting. And this bully shows up and starts, like, hurling these insults.
Huh? Oh, no.
I know. And they describe it as, like, arrows, right?
Oh.
That are aimed at you.
So like weapons.
Yeah, like these verbal weapons, right?
Wow.
And you can just, like, feel the sting of them, right?
I get that. Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'm sure everybody listening has had that experience where, like, somebody's just, like,
Yeah.
throwing shade or, giving you a
Just
hard
criticizing you.
And it's like those arrows are like those negative words or those, actions or whatever.
Right.
But here's the thing. The text says that those arrows, they just bounce harmlessly off the shield.
Interesting.
Isn't that cool?
I like that.
Yeah, like they can't even penetrate it.
Mm-hmm.
And their venom, it's like, it just dissipates.
Oh, yeah.
Like it has no power over you.
That's a powerful image.
Yeah. And I think what's really cool about that is it's showing us that, negativity only has the power that we give it. If we don't let it in, if we don't internalize it, it just kind of like bounces off.
You're right. You're totally right.
So what do you think? What makes up this shield?
Well, the text says it's woven from things like self-acceptance,
Okay.
the experiences we've had, both good and bad, and the lessons we've learned along the way.
Like our life experience.
Yeah, it's like all of that contributes to the strength of this shield.
So it's constantly evolving.
Exactly. It's not static. It's always being reinforced and strengthened by what we go through.
But you know what I thought was really interesting?
What's that?
Is how the text talks about the bully getting frustrated because their attacks aren't working.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, like their arrows are just bouncing off and you're standing there like totally unfazed.
So they're losing power.
Exactly. And the bully is like, what's going on here?
Yeah, why isn't this working?
Why aren't I affecting this person?
Right.
And I think that's so telling because, a lot of times negativity comes from a place of insecurity in the attacker.
Right. Like their own vulnerabilities.
Exactly. It's like they're trying to tear you down because they feel threatened by you in some way.
That makes sense.
And so by staying strong, by not taking the bait, you're not only protecting yourself,
Yeah.
but you're also kind of disrupting their cycle of negativity.
Wow. I like that.
Right.
That's really insightful.
Yeah, because they're expecting you to like crumble or react or whatever. And when you don't, they're like, wait a minute.
This isn't working.
This isn't working.
Yeah.
And the text talks about feeling this sense of like calm and being untouchable within this like sphere of positivity.
Right.
And I just love that imagery.
It's like a safe space.
Yeah, exactly. You're protected.
And you're not denying that like negative things exist.
Right.
You're just choosing to not let them control you.
Absolutely.
So, this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually like build up this resilience in real life?
You're right. It's not just about visualizing a shield.
Right.
It takes effort.
Exactly.
It's a practice. So what are some things we can do?
Well, one thing the text emphasizes is self-acceptance.
Okay.
It's about acknowledging our strengths and our weaknesses and recognizing that we are worthy just as we are.
Without needing to change.
Exactly.
So how do we do that?
Well, it can involve things like practicing self-compassion,
Okay.
treating ourselves with kindness and understanding.
Like we would a friend.
Exactly, and challenging that negative self-talk.
Yeah, that little voice in our head that's always putting us down.
Yeah, we've got to silence that critic.
Yeah, and focus on our positive qualities instead.
Right, because we all have them.
Exactly.
We need to remind ourselves of those.
And what about, those experiences that shape our shield?
Yes, those are so important.
Like, how can we use those to our advantage?
Well, every experience, even the tough ones, offers us a chance to learn and grow.
So it's not about, like, pretending they didn't happen.
No, not at all.
Oh.
It's about reframing those challenges as opportunities for development.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, so instead of dwelling on the negative, ask yourself, what did you learn from that situation?
Right.
How did it make you stronger? Maybe you developed a new skill.
Yeah.
Discovered a hidden reserve of strength.
Ooh, I like that.
Or learned to better set boundaries.
Right.
All of those things contribute to building that resilient shield.
It's like each experience is like adding another layer to our armor.
Exactly, and each layer makes us more resilient.
More able to withstand those attacks.
Absolutely.
So it's not about erasing the past.
Right.
It's about integrating it into our present and using it to inform our future.
You got it.
And I love how, the text really emphasizes this idea that we all have the power to cultivate our own resilience.
We do.
Like it's not something that we're born with or without.
It's a skill.
It's a skill
that we should develop and strengthen.
Over time.
Yeah, exactly. So think about your own shield of resilience.
Yeah.
Like what experiences have made it stronger?
What materials are woven into what steps can you take to reinforce it even further?
That's the question.
Maybe it's through practicing mindfulness.
Yeah, being present.
Or surrounding yourself with a supportive community.
People who lift you up.
Exactly. Because ultimately, we all have the power to face whatever challenges come our way with that sense of confidence and inner strength.
Right, and emerge even stronger on the other side.
That's the goal, right?
That's the goal.
Awesome. Well, thanks for diving into this with me.
My pleasure. This was a good one.
Yeah, no, I think this metaphor is so powerful, and I hope that it gives everybody listening some practical tools to kind of, build up that shield and really just face the world with a little bit more resilience.
Yeah, I think it will.
Awesome. All right. Until next time.
See you then.
Stay strong out there.
You too.